Finding the right design software can be completely overwhelming when you just want to launch your business quickly and professionally. There are so many options out there, but most leave you with generic templates or steep learning curves. Today, we are ranking the top 6 design platforms available right now. And we are starting right at the top with the ultimate AI ecosystem that turns your ideas into commercially safe reality without any design skills required. Let's count them down. Alrighty folks, so we're here on design.com. This is the one that we're going to be checking out first. So for your logo, website, anything else, it's really the place to be. Whether it's for your socials, website, business card, design.com really does have you covered. So as you can see, it's just premium. Whether you're viewing it on your desktop, your mobile phone, design.com has you covered for absolutely everything here. The different types of logos, whether it's for a bio, anything like that. Business names, keywords, you can go ahead and sort it all. So we basically want a logo here for our residential construction business called Anderson Elite Builders. We want it to be modern, professional, of course, balanced visually, and suitable for branding across digital and print materials. Let's go ahead and have a bit of a look here at what we've got. Okay, great. So already I can see some really nice ones. I particularly like some of the darker ones. Anderson Elite Builders, yep, looks really good. And what I love about design.com is that they give you tons of different ones here. We're talking over 300 pages or 300 pages worth, around about 14,400 different designs that you can choose from. You can go through and hit the favorite button and actually come back to some different ones if you actually like them before deciding, because let's face it, if this is going to be for your business, you want to ensure that you are taking the time to really make sure you're getting the best possible design. That could make all the difference into how much business you initially get. All right, folks, so second is going to be brand crowd. And don't get me wrong, they're going to be really good for your basic templates, but in terms of the AI generation software specifically, it really does come more in second place. So let's go and have a look. So tell us about the business. We're going to basically pop in the Anderson Elite Builders, check out their designs that they do have here. So let's have a bit of a look through. They do have some pretty nice designs, but I think in terms of the overall generations that I'm seeing, design.com really does still take the cake as number 1. All right, next we're going to be checking out Wix here. So this is like really a good all-in-one website building tool among a few other things such as the logo maker, of course. But again, when it comes down to that AI generation software, it just doesn't really take the cake when we do compare it to design.com. Create a logo for a business named Anderson Elite Builders. It's asking some good questions here. What is the industry of type of business for Anderson Elite Builders? For example, is it construction, architecture, or something else? So it's pretty intuitive. It's got the ARIA AI that we can talk with there to try and achieve the desired result that we want. So let's go through and test it to see what kind of logo it can build for us. We've answered there with construction, of course. So let's go through here and have a look. And it's just going through and generating the logos here. And to be fair, they do have some pretty nice logos in there, but they are quite basic and they're not really going to any extreme lengths, and it is only giving us that 4 generations as well. So quite basic, again, a good all-inclusive general website with a few good general tools, no pun intended, but it's just not really as good a solution as design.com. Next, we're going to have Canva. Now, Canva is one of my actual favorites that I do use for some things like thumbnails and things like that. But what does it look like when we're actually trying to build a logo? I want to point out that Canva is extremely good for social media, but when it does come down to building highly original content in the form of these specific logos that we do need and other pieces of content, again, it really doesn't compare too well to design.com. Design.com really does take it for a run around the park in that sense, but overall Canva is still a cool platform, just depending on the use case. As you can see here, we can basically set up and we can modify, adjust things here easily. It can give us the different choices, and yeah, it kind of also depends on the premium level that we are going for as well, but you might come into some headaches. Now, the next one is going to be good old Vistaprint. Now, the thing about Vistaprint is they are a physical first company. So I'm talking about physical print. Make a physical business card, get it sent out to you. That's primarily what Vistaprint does do. And the digital stuff does come in secondary. So if we go in here, tell us about your business, Anderson Elite Builders, we can put that in. what does your company do? We can talk to it about what it does, hit next, and we can have a look at what it actually gives us. So again, some okay looking logos, but a little serious, a little less modern than I would have ideally liked for this kind of business if I was to be making this kind of logo for this kind of business in 2026. It also just feels maybe just a little bit dated. Again, good platform if your goal is just physical business cards, but for sure, if you want to explore more into that digital realm in form of like social media, website, your TikToks, everything like this, then, Facebook Reels, you're going to really be better off going with something like design.com. It does have some pretty cool features in terms of the actual logo creation here. So let's just wait and see what they actually come up with here for us. And as you can see, again, few different options, but not too many. It's only giving us 4 options there, whereas design.com gave us like 300 pages worth. I think there's over 14,000 worth of options. And the next one is going to be Adobe. Now, we've definitely got to respect the power and the popularity of Adobe. They're an OG in the space. They got lots of different kinds of softwares, but it's pretty complicated in terms of getting a logo ready in a short amount of time for Anderson Elite Builders. It's going to be a little bit more complex to actually go ahead and get it going in terms of the plans, choosing the icons, everything like that. And as you can see, all of these icons, they're quite generic and in the same style. So it's not very niche and specific when it does come purely to logo design. As you can see here, it's giving us the different kind of templates for the design we'd like. And listen, it's great that they've got this as an actual option and feature here at Adobe on Adobe Express to be absolutely specific, but it really doesn't niche down again into that digital sphere like design.com clearly does, with all of those options spanning across the different formats, the social media, the website, everything like that. But let's have a look at what Adobe Express can come up with for the logo anyway. And here it is, Anderson Elite Builders. Bit of a cute logo, but again, it's not really hitting the nail on the head with the vibe or the energy that we're going for this kind of actual logo. So again, back on design.com, you've got all of the different styles here. You've got the different logos. Again, doesn't matter what social account it's for. And I think they've got the AI section here just completely down pat. Remember, it's 300 pages, over 14,000 different designs. And that's really what you want. You want to be taking your time, going through all of these different logos and making sure that you are selecting one that is truly going to be 10 out of 10 for your business, that you are absolutely 100% happy with. Business cards, whether it's the logo specifically, areas for social media, the website, email signatures, letterheads in the more section, as well as all of your AI needs are completely going to be covered here at design.com. If you're ready to skip the steep learning curves and static templates, click the link below to try design.com today and automatically launch your vision with the #1 AI design platform on the market. If you did enjoy today's video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and most importantly, hit that little notification bell so you never miss out on another video. Have a great day.